to my YouTube channel. So I did a poll on multiple of my social medias asking what should I talk about, and you guys voted that I should say when I joined the fandom, how I joined the fandom, all that stuff. So I guess that's what I'm going to talk about. So I joined the fandom roughly late April of 2018, and I was one of those crazy people who decided they wanted the fursuit the second they learned what one was. So my birthday is May 13th, and I got all the money when my birthday happened, and so I got all the money for like a cheap fursuit head, you know, not the best quality. So I commissioned someone, and I spent months constantly asking for works in progress pics and updates, or just anything. But it turns out I commissioned a scammer. So I asked and I asked, and like they kind of showed a little progress, but it wasn't that much. And they weren't initially gonna scam me, but like, I'm not gonna get too much into this, but like they faked a bunch of things, and they were just kind of immature about the whole thing. And so my money, my $400, was basically lost. And then, yeah, so I was really sad about that. When I finally realized that, yeah, I was scammed and I accepted it, I still wanted a fursuit. So I stopped talking to him entirely. I just forgot about all of it. And I still had a remaining $135. So with that money, I kept that money to go into my next fursuit. And I started saving and saving. And I didn't really get that much, but Christmas was coming up. And then I found Stormy, who's my fursuit maker. I set up a deadline for them because there was going to be a Comic-Con at my school, because we were writing comics about sheroes, which are basically like female heroes, and mine was a furry, because, you know, that's the one thing I know how to draw. So, and then we were going to have a con of that. We were going to cosplay as our sheroes. And I was like, hey, I really want to cosplay as Kenji, because she's the shero. So I set a deadline of February 4th. The con was on February 6th. And so I was saving, you know, because I still didn't have enough money. And by the time it was the deadline, I still didn't have enough money. So I traded in my phone to my parents, got the remaining $240, and I got this head, because that was all I could afford. But it was definitely worth it, because I love this. And so next is, how did I get into the fandom? Honestly, I can't even remember that much. I loved animals like all my life, and I guess part of me just wanted to like have my own character of one, like of an animal. And at first, all I knew about the furry fandom was that people drew colorful animals. They had characters, which were called fursonas. So I was like, man, I have to learn how to draw furries, and I have to make myself a fursona. So here's some of my old art pieces. And then, so my very first fursona was basically just a headshot I drew. I never really got like a full ref sheet of her or anything. I didn't even get any art of her. But here she is. And her name was Kaiju. And yeah, that's the name from Pacific Rim, because I liked the movie at that time. And then, yeah, so she lasted about a week. But I still considered her my fursona, so I'm mentioning her in this. So after about a week, I realized that white wolves with rainbow was kind of a classic persona. I don't know if that stands with everyone, but I don't know, it's something that I realized. So I was trying to teach myself how to draw bodies, which I still can't do. And so I wanted to like make the design a bit more different. So here was what I created. And her name was Lilac. I only really got one piece of Lilac because at that time I still didn't really know that once you have a persona you get them drawn and stuff. And yeah, so finally my best friend's sister, who had been a furry for like longer than me, kind of inspired me to change her design a bit. And this was like maybe a month or two later, around that. So she inspired me to change the design because she thought that one color fur for the entire thing, like one main color, was kind of plain. And I realized that I kind of thought that too. So I changed her design, and then I kind of wanted to change her name too because I didn't really think Lilac fitted her because I changed her to pink. And so I named her Mitsu at first, and then here's her most recent ref sheet, and then I named her Kenji, and Kenji has stuck. Kenji is now my persona, and she has been for a long time. So this is kind of a short video because don't really know what else to say about it, but that was basically all of my furry journeys up until today, and I hope you enjoyed my first YouTube video on this account. And I'm planning on starting to do videos in a different location that has a green screen, so the background will be a lot better. And I actually have a few questions for you. So the first one is, what should my next video be about, and what should I name this channel? Because I have no idea. The second one is, should I start a Patreon, and should I do weekly shoutouts at the end of the videos? So please comment down below anything you want to say to me. Doesn't have to be the questions, it could just be like, hi, or if you have any questions or anything, just ask. And that's about it.